and Secretary Cardona for being here to celebrate this exceptional program. It's now my pleasure to welcome U.S. Department of Education Secretary Dr. Cardona up here, and I'll hand it off to you, sir.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is great. Hello, Green Bay. How are we doing? Thank you to Governor Evers for that introduction, and thank you to Mayor Genrich and Chairman Hill for the invitation to be here with you in Badger State. I can't think of a better place to celebrate Career and Technical Education Month. For one thing, you have a governor who is an unapologetic champion for public education. We like that. Yes. We like that. Not only is he an educator and former superintendent, but he's also such a well-known fighter for public education dollars that he didn't just boost funds for public schools. He boosted funds for public schools for the next 400 years. Let's hope that in the year 24-25, they'll have your vision still. Yeah. It's not that raising the bar on behalf of students is, if that's not raising the bar for students, I don't know what is. Lots of you here today are educators, and all of us here today care about students. So I'm betting you believe deeply that every child has endless potential, and every student has a superpower. That's good news, because to compete in the workforce of today and tomorrow and to meet the demands of our economy, our students will need many different superpowers. For too long, we've normalized in education a system that's designed around a one narrow pathway to opportunity, and that's created a four-year college or bust mentality across the country. But that won't work with our president's investment in the Invest in America strategy. We need to evolve our schools. We need to move forward into a reality where schools shift quicker to meet the demands of today's workforce. Well, Wisconsin, you proved you're worthy of your state motto, forward, because when we announced the winners of our Career Connected High School Grants competition, you delivered. You came up with one of the boldest, most ambitious plans that we saw. I'm going to give a shout out to Superintendent Jill Underly. Is Jill here?
Sadly, she's in California, but Karen wrote the grant.
Karen, let's give it out for Karen. And the whole state team, congratulations. Congratulations. Our charge was this: come up with strategies to connect the things we teach in our schools to career pathways of today and tomorrow. And the Department of Education will support you with dollars to make it happen. We wanted projects that reflected the department's 4 major priorities for career-connected high schools. And that work is happening in large part to the leadership of Assistant Secretary Dr. Amy Lloyd, who's here with me today. Thank you, Amy. So those priorities include the opportunities for students to earn college credit while in high school, to get real, hands-on, career-driven experiences, to earn credentials that employers seek, and to receive quality career advising. Those are the 4 parts. The Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction is one of only 2 in a cohort of 19 grantees where the state education agency itself is the winner and where you're working on a statewide workforce. So again, congratulations. It's more likely that it's going to be systematized because it's being led by you there. So thank you. You're intentionally collaborating across K-12 schools, institutions of higher education, and employers. You're centering equity. We heard the governor. You're centering equity by focusing on rural and underserved students. And if that's not ambitious enough, you're looking to scale the approach to serve even more schools. We need more efforts like this across the whole country. As you work to implement your career-connected high school plan, keep sharing your ideas and let us know how your projects are working on the ground. We want to highlight your good work As an educator and governor and former superintendent, you know we learn best by seeing other examples that work. And we want to lift up your model across the country. And you've got a huge friend and ally in the White House. I can't think of a greater supporter of expanding opportunity through education than our next speaker, Dr. Jill Biden. She's a teacher herself, and I've been fortunate as Secretary of Education to recognize that it starts at the top. President Biden understands the importance of education as an investment. Let me tell you, there's no one who's a greater champion for education in DC than our next speaker. Please give it up for our First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Miguel. I feel like I should say hello to the people down there. So thanks, Miguel. You know, Joe promised that he would choose a Secretary of Education who came from the classroom, and we could not have asked for a better one than you, Miguel. So thank you. And it's amazing to be here with another educator, Governor Evers, as we said. And Governor, you've been a remarkable leader for this state, and Joe and I are so grateful for your partnership. And we can't wait to host you and Kathy at the White House next week at the National Governors Association meeting. So I look forward to seeing you there. And Mayor Genrich, thank you for welcoming me to your wonderful city once again. Let's see, I don't know where oh gosh, right in front of me. So thank you for all you do for your community. And Chairman Hill, thank you for taking the time to be with us today. So I'm in Green Bay today because something special is happening here, something that's really transformative. And we want other parts of the state and the country to follow your example. So you elected my husband, President Biden, because he wanted to rebuild the middle class. But what does that look like, and how do you do it? It looks like what's happening here, where President Biden and state leaders are transforming education, reimagining middle school and high school classrooms, and turning them into places that students can try out different careers, explore their interests, and discover how to turn those interests into good paying jobs. It looks like classrooms that aren't only traditional spaces with desks, but that are kitchens where students can learn culinary skills, greenhouses where students learn how to grow vegetables and plants, metal shops and fabrication labs where students learn how to build things. A curriculum that combines learning in school with hands-on learning, real-world experience, working like at a credit union, as you'll hear, or in the city parks department, or at a hospital. This is what it means to prepare students for careers. And when well done, hundreds of students graduate each year with the skills they need to fill the jobs that pay well and that are right here in their hometown. And this is the astounding thing that I don't think most Americans think about. Nearly 60% of graduating high school students don't go directly to a four-year college. 60%. 6 out of every 10 students. So some will start working, some will come to community college, hopefully to my classroom, or a technical college. And some, really won't know what they really want to do next. And that's why our education system needs to adapt and needs to transform. So you are leading the change here in Northeast Wisconsin. And so I want to thank you for that. I know it takes an entire community. It takes partners like the Green Bay Chamber and local businesses like Bellin Health. I saw that as I came in from the airport. And it takes school leaders like Sarah Greenwood, who I just met, and Mike Snowberry. And of course, it takes a great governor like Governor Evers and a mayor like Mayor Genrich who are supporting career-connected learning. And it takes students like Caitlin and Adam and Mason who are taking advantage of these opportunities to work towards their goals. So I want you to know, and you've probably figured out because we've already paid for it, that President Biden is your partner in these efforts. And he knows that education is about setting students up for success in life. And success has many paths. And that's why his vision for education involves students learning not only in a traditional classroom, but also outside in the community and on the job, where students can gain hands-on learning and experience and skills for a lifelong career. And that vision is coming alive here in Northeast Wisconsin because of the people, all of the people here in this room. You are providing students with an incredible education, an opportunity to discover what they love to do, and a solid foundation for their future. So now I can't wait to hear more about all the work that you're doing. So I want to thank you all for being here. Thanks.